Can you figure out what this is? This is the best language learning technique that you will ever see. And it looks like a nonsensical wall of text with no punctuation, but that's because this is speech to text. You simply click here and you talk and talk and talk. Well, I'll just show you. I'm going to talk for a while. Yeah, and it keeps writing. And but if you read this, if you're able to, sorry, let's stop it. If you're able to read this and make sense of it, imagine there are commas and full stops here and there. You notice that this is me talking about my morning routine, and I got this done simply by talking to the computer. You don't need to sit down and write anything. Yeah. So you can talk to your phone or the computer every day and get a text of whatever you were saying. You don't need to type. What does this have to do with language learning? Well, if you do this daily, you can get the massive sentence list of everything you normally talk about, things you think about, talk about with anyone, all the topics, all the conversations you have. You can have everything on a nice tidy list. And this is a mess. This is not a nice list, but you could just copy this, paste it on Google, not on Google Translate, on ChatGPT, and tell it to organize it on a list using short sentences. I'll leave you the prompt in the description, and then you get a nice tidy list. And then you simply have to translate it into the language that you're learning, and you then create audio files using text to speech. So now you have your own sentences with text and audio about everything you normally talk about. And you can quickly accumulate thousands of sentences. And then you just listen to them over and over, you shadow them, and you learn all your lines in any language. As long as you've got time to listen to them and you've got the discipline and work ethic to listen and repeat over and over. And And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's more to it than that. You should memorize the vocab with the mnemonics and the use flashcards, space repetition, active recall, all that stuff, obviously. But this is this is the most revolutionary thing to happen to language learning probably ever, because this makes it really, really easy to create your own learning materials, your own personalized learning materials that will boost your speaking skills immensely, because these are all, there's no useless sentence here. Maybe there's one out of 100 or something, but most sentences, 99% of sentences here will be useful because they are things you said. And if you say enough sentences in front of this, and then you create audio files and you listen to them and you learn them by repeating them, you'll be able to say everything that you normally say but in the target language. So can you see how game changing this is? This is how I've learned, I don't know how many languages now, a lot of them. I highly recommend you try this. It's a game changer. Doing this for an hour a day for a month will make you decent at speaking pretty much any language. Maybe not the pretty hard ones, but any basic language like Spanish, French, Italian, you can learn to speak relatively well in a month by doing this. Again, as long as you listen to the lines later and you shadow them.